Yo! December 3rd is coming up. Our tournament is coming up soon, about less than 2 weeks. So with this video, I want to talk about some tips on your Poomsae, on your form. I've said this in class, but let me make it more clear. Generally, these work for all the forms, all of them. I'm going to cover Kicho Ilbo, and I'll talk a little bit about Taeguk Iljan. These are the basic white belt techniques that I've taught in white belt class. Let's take Kicho Ilbo. The whole form is done in front stance. Front stance is the big long stance. I'll say longer. Front knee bends. So my first move, oh, by the way, so it's chariot, attention, kungyet, bow. Chunbi, ready stance. This is my left foot. Left foot, here. The fingers are together, they're never open. Thumbs are tucked away. Here. So it's never up here. Never ever. You never cover your face or smell your hands. It's here. Boom. First movement is your low block. Has to come from the shoulder. My elbows come together, as you can see. And I have to step in your front stance. So the first movement, here. Now the front stance, it's the front knee bends. The back leg should be locked straight. And the toes are pointing in your first direction. It's never like this, that's the lazy way. It's here. Now I'll give you this view here. Notice you can see the light between my legs. The front stance is not a high wire act. Not at all. It's a natural stance about shoulder width apart, as you can see in the video. My front knee is bending. My body is turned in this direction. If I was facing this way, my tummy has to turn that way too. This is what we call square. It's squared up. If you're doing this, you're no longer squared. Right here. No high wire either. This is not a front stance. Kubi. This is walking stance. That's for the Taeguk form, Taeguk Iljan. The stance is longer. Here. This back foot, the heel, has to be down, which will in turn make this leg straight. You see this? Boom. Boom. This is not good. Heel is up. Boom. Dig that heel into the ground. Front knee bends. Turn. Turn. Hips. Okay, turn the hips. The back foot back here, it's okay to be a little angle like that. It's a natural position. But the rest of your body, boom. Shoulders are square that way in your first direction. And low block. Now, punching. The punches come from the belt. Okay? My belly button is about up here. And that's where I typically put my belt. Above the belly button, it looks a little weird. So my navel, my belly button's about right here. So the hand should be on that line. Never up here. Why? Move number 2 of the form is a step forward and punch. Again, what I'm talking about is for all the forms as well. They all have a punch that comes from here, from the belt. It's your hip. As you step forward, you're putting your hip into the punch. First move is from here, right? You'll aim. You'll see me do this in class too. Aim, punch. Never here. Why? Shoulders. The shoulders are not as strong as your hips are. So that's why it's punched from the belt. You're here. Here's my low block. Aim, See this? I even give a little boom because I want the hip to throw my hand out. And for the rest of the form, it's just low block punch in the front stance. Same thing on the other side. Once you get that boom here, that lock the leg, front knee bending, this is your front stance. As you step, you throw. And if you have a uniform on with the sleeves, you'll hear that snap. You'll hear that snap that I want to hear so much. In your second form, oh, not second form, but the yellow belt form, Taekuk Iljan, what I showed earlier works the same. Now I want to talk about the kick, because in that form you kick. White belt class, all the way from white belt class. What do I say is the first thing that you move? Your knee. Your knee comes up here, as high as it'll go. Up. Up. And if you can bend the knee more and lift your knee up, that's even better. As you kick, your knee is the first one that comes up. So it's typically from behind you. Okay? Knee, up. Knee, up. Now, what I see that I don't like, that's a stretch kick. No. The knee is first. The knee is always first. The more you bend it, the better the snap. I have some windbreaker pants on, my workout pants. So you get to hear it as I kick. Boom. It snaps. Your leg, your technique can't snap unless you bend your knee. Even if you do it halfway, it's not the best. Knee is bending. Boom. You hear that snap at the end. Ever crack a whip? Same thing. When you bring it up like this, the whip bends. When you go like this, wow, it snaps. Same thing with your knee. It snaps because you bend your knee. Boom. Okay? That's it for now. I'll come up with more later on.